Hello, my name is Nick Davis with Team Davis Remax Premier Group. We live and work here in the Tampa Bay Area, and what we're going to talk about today is FOMO in the real estate market. And you're probably saying to yourself, Nick, what the heck is FOMO? Well, FOMO is an acronym. As most of you know, Cindy and I spent 20 and 24 years in the Army, so we are full of acronyms. And we love this acronym because FOMO is the fear of missing out. So let's get started. All right, we hear this all the time in the real estate market. Well, I'm just going to wait for the market to crash. That way I can buy a better house and get more house and all this stuff. And, the interest rate's too high. And, oh my God, I can't sell my house because my interest rate's 3% and then I'm going to pay 7%. And all of this circles around the fear of missing out. And if you try to time the market or time everything perfectly, it's never going to happen for you, unfortunately. But what I can tell you is that when you're paying rent or renting, 100% of your money's leaving your wallet and disappearing and not coming back to you at all. When you purchase a home, a portion of your monthly mortgage payment, is being applied towards your principal. So it is coming back to you. Now, I hear a lot of times, the market, the recession, the crash, all doom and gloom. Well, let me give you some facts. These facts come from the National Association of Realtors, and it's kind of alarming when you put it into perspective and, remember, doom and gloom catches your attention and you want to read more, or you're going to watch a video or listen to it. But let's set some things straight. 32% of all homes in the United States are owned outright. So a recession is really going to have no impact. Those houses can't be foreclosed on by the mortgage company because there's no mortgage. 39% of all mortgages in the United States have more than 50% worth of equity. So what does that mean? That means that if a person was to get in trouble financially and couldn't pay their mortgage, they could still sell their house in the market and pay off, the portion that they're behind, any legal fees, and still do pretty good. 29% of all mortgages in the United States owe more than 50%. But it still means that they have some equity, and it could be a little bit, because when you go to sell a home, you typically have to have about 8 to 9% worth of equity in your property to sell the home and not have to come to closing with money. So if that makes sense. But when you are focused so much on all these things, on why you can't do this or why you shouldn't do this, that's really probably when you did miss the market. The analytics, the skepticism, all that stuff is, how do I say this? Keeping you from doing what you should do for yourself. And I don't want to turn this into, a rah-rah or a motivational video or anything like that, because it's about the real estate market. But I can tell you that when you wait, the only person that usually suffers is going to be you or me. I'm saying this. But so here's another interesting fact. And I'm going to say this and people are going to go, no way, the 30-year mortgage is out. And people say, well, what are you talking about? Well, you can refi. So even if you purchased a home today and the interest rate was 6.25, 6.5, 6%, whatever it is, you can always refi. And at least some of the money of your monthly payment is going into the equity of your home versus renting. So, the traditional 30-year, I'm going to keep my mortgage for 30 years is kind of out the window. And I can even say personally, Cindy and I purchased the home we live in now in 2017, and we refinanced it in 2021 because the interest rate was low enough that it made sense for us to do a refi. And so, are the interest rates higher than they were? Absolutely. Are they going to come down? More than likely. So purchasing a home today, getting into it and starting putting equity into your pocket, then refinancing it down the road is always a viable option. So hopefully you found this video interesting and helpful. And if there's something you'd like to know more about, please leave a comment down in the comment section below and we'll make a video specifically for you. And if you need help purchasing or selling a home here in the Tampa Bay area, give us a call, 813-300-7116. Talk to you soon.